record for the biggest views
you
on
guys
a
hold the record. No one broke it. Fake OGs try to break it, but you gotta do some work.
I told
do all
these
the
guys.
work. You gotta do some work. Come on.
Hello, what is going on? Up Next Trades, Keon here, back with another video. And guys, you know what Up Next Trades, we want to make it as realistic as possible when showing you guys these trades. So today we're going to be trading with divergences. So a divergence is when an asset is moving in the opposite direction of your indicators, your oscillators, RSIs, whatever else you might be using. Sometimes you might be looking at it and it's going completely opposite directions. So today we're going to be showing you guys examples of that's happening in live time and showing you what to do in scenarios where it's a free fall or anything like that, and what you could do to really do your due diligence before making your entry point or your exit point. So no further ado guys, let's get right into it. So guys, as you can see right over here, we're going to be talking about trading with diversions and divergences because guys, a lot of times, as I said in the intro, indicators can just tell you one part of the story. So we're going to be using the IODEX chart, and what we want to do is we want to cover for the Fibonacci retracement tool, and we're going to be looking for some shorts just because, well, guys, I'm actually going to explain the second. So I draw my usual Fibonacci retracement tool, as you guys can see over here, from the top wick to the bottom of the top wick. And then what you guys can see here is that this is a critical level for the Fibonacci 382 level. So maybe a good position to take a short position and target arm point 786, right? So looking at that, you see that point right over here, that pressure point. And the major reason is that we're going to be using the concept of divergences, is that our divergence is, so the divergence is looking at the RSIs that you're seeing on the screen. So looking at this, you can see the RSI creates these little kind of like humps, right? So the idea of a divergence is that when you see the price action either increasing or it's stable, which in this case it is stable, you guys can find out that the price targets aren't always what the indicators show. So right now the price targets are stable in this region, but if you look at the RSIs, you see you have two waves, right? So instead of one, you have two, and you're going to make a call. So looking at this, making our RSH sharp way bigger, we're going to call each and every single cross kind of like a top away. So that way the wave is really easy to indicate. So looking at this, you see that this wave, okay, right over here, and we're going to transform it to two waves. So looking at it in that perspective, you could see that this occurred with a major downtrend. However, the slope of the amount that you're looking at is not enough to, make a decision of entry or exit. You want to see how big the humps are. So the idea behind this is kind of knowing that what is happening with these divergences. There's more place to go down. So that's what I said in the intro about the complete concept of a falling knife. There's going to be times where it keeps on dropping, and if you made your entry point, well, you're in for a whole lot of trouble, right guys? So right in this situation, if you're looking at the divergence, it shows that you're going into a free fall right whenever you see something like this. And the reason of this is because the indication that we're seeing from the bottom, guys, from the 0 to 20 region, is kind of like gas is running out of the cryptocurrency price that you're looking at right now with IOTEX and the Tether pair. So the idea of this is that there's a sellout happening. That may be what you're thinking, but the type of scenarios that occur from right here is really dependent on what your RSIs and your divergences are showing you. So from the example right here, you see that you're following the little dump, and at the top of the desktop, you can see that you're expecting this dump because we're mostly looking at the divergence of an RSI. So in this case, guys, based on the information that we know, you're going to be taking a short position at this price. You could set a stop loss slightly above this targeting 0.786 level, or maybe a bit less. So right here, you could see that the target, even at the lowest hip honor level, based on your risk margins or your preferences per se, in the long run would be a win as far as your trade. So you got to really put all these indicators together, and sometimes it's telling you a different story, but the more indicators you put, so for in this circumstance, we added more divergences, we took a look at different RSIs, and even using Fibonacci retracement, you were able to find out exactly what is happening. So not a free fall. You could check out the different levels of the hump and trade this perfect RSI point. So again, another example you guys could see at the top here, the top second, this is actually called the hump right. You're going to be finding a small decrease, which we saw right here at a different point, and you guys could find out the second hump is coming into place. So that's where the free fall is happening, and when the free fall comes in, we want to make this trade, guys. So again, we took a good look at the entry point and times to stay out or times to stay in, and looking at all of these different indicators, you're able to make your really educated opinion on what time is the right time to enter. Now, boys, moving on to your favorite segment of the day is the project of the day, and I'm happy to say today we're going to be covering Stex, man. This is an exchange that has been growing at a surreal pace. If you haven't heard of it, you might be living under a rock, but that's what Up Next Trades is here for, man. Showing you guys how to trade, how to protect yourself, how to implement the right indicators at the right time, and on top of that, showing you guys surreal projects. So let's dig right into it, Stex. So guys, as you can see right here, we are on the Stex platform. They're wishing us a happy new year, which is great to see. You can open an account for free and start trading now. Yes, you guys heard it right. Very simple to trade, and for traders like myself, for Danny, the interface that we are using is very important to us, guys. So if you click on the trade button on the top right, you guys can see that it's a very great interface to use to make trades. You have all your different indicators right over here. You could reset the chart, lot vertical lines on the time axis, and add more based on your trading skill or level. So I really want to touch on that for just a quick second. So I really like these exchanges that make it open for beginner traders all the way to intermediate or advanced based on the indicators and the strategies that they actually make accessible to you. And Stex does a really good job of that. As you guys can see over here, you have their latest listing projects right over here, from Gamercoin to HUSD to USDK, Cello, and you could actually apply for listing right here with that method. You could trade anytime, anywhere. They have the apps available on Google Play App Store, which is very important, guys, because traders are always on the go, like myself, like you guys watching this. So it's very important that we're actually able to trade from anywhere, because we're not just, contrary to belief, man, contrary to popular belief, we're not just sitting on our computers all day long making all this stuff happen, man. You also have a support center for when you have any questions, because again, a lot of these indicators, a lot of these interfaces are new to us, and they make that easy to find out. You can see them here on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Live Coin Watch, and also buying crypto, guys. Something that is way harder than it needs to be, especially in today's generation. Should not be this difficult to buy crypto, and that could be simplified through Stex. You have many options through Visa, MasterCard, Banksa, Apple Pay by Banksa, SEPA by Banksa. All this is available at the tip of your fingers, guys. So we really like to see that, man. And that is all the time we have for today. Again, guys, not all our videos is going to be us mooning right away. We have to show you guys how to protect yourself, and how when divergences are telling a different story than the indicators that you're using, what to do, guys, how to add to these indicators, how to cross-check using RSIs, using Fibonacci retracement, different oscillators, or whatever it may be. I use those three for today's example, but we're going to be bringing to you guys a whole series of videos where we show different instances in real time, guys. So today we use the IOTEX chart, but again, tomorrow might be something different. So as you guys are trading along with us, you really know what you're doing. That's it for today, man. Up Next Trades, whole lot of awesome content coming. Peace out, boys.